Breaking news. If it bleeds, it leads. In your news today.
You are now tuned in to Dirty Laundry Media.
Stand by.
It's Dirty Laundry Media on the check-in. It's your man online, Bill Money, tapping in for another video. Go ahead and smash that like button for me if you haven't already subscribed to the channel. I ask you if you will please be so kind to do so now. I greatly appreciate that. Share these videos out to your social media as well. Just tapping back in. I posted a quick video earlier this morning. I recorded it this morning. Can't remember exactly what time I posted it, but this was regarding the incident at the southern border. The Ukraine-Poland border. As we all know, the southern border is wide open, but apparently there is some sort of security and procedures and protocol at the Ukraine-Poland border. And the story that I spoke about involved some African students, migrants, whatever the case may be, who were trying to evacuate the Ukraine in light of the Russian invasion. Reports came out, first came to my attention right here on attorney Benjamin Crump's Instagram page. You see the headline: thousands of African students who went to Ukraine to train to become doctors and engineers scrambled to escape the Russian offensive. Attorney Crump wrote, many African students traveled to Ukraine for affordable education. Now they're being told to save themselves. Heartbreaking. Broken heart emoji. Then Cheryl Lee Ralph, another blue check, bootleg. She says, what do we say to those, and there are many who say that they should be left behind or put to the back of the line simply because they are not Ukrainian citizens and therefore should wait their turn. Well, they should absolutely wait their turn. I'm not saying they should be put to the back of the line, but it just struck me as odd. As we know, Benjamin Crump is our so-called national civil rights attorney when it comes to representing families of those who have been killed or injured by law enforcement officials. So that's his main role. So when he popped out and directed our attention to the situation in the Ukraine with the Africans, and I was immediately, my eyebrow was raised because, first of all, if they're there from their respective countries, Africa is a continent, so it was not specific. I understand they're Nigerians, South Africans, from many different nations who are there, I'm pretty sure, with permission from their home countries, authorization from the Ukraine. And I am sure that their respective nations are going to make, or hopefully going to make accommodations for them to be evacuated. In my opinion, they should have evacuated a long time ago. You would think that that would be the first thing, that they would, make sure that they get themselves out of there before it gets chaotic. Because once things get chaotic, order is lost. So, strategically, it was a bad move to try to stay into the last minute. But yeah, Attorney Crump popped out, want to tug on our heartstrings, directing our attention, directing us to be outraged about the situation in the Ukraine at the border of Poland. So that was last night. Then this morning, dropping my son off to school, listening to the radio on the way home, and they're talking about Young Thug has popped out and offered his support for those who are those Africans who are trying to get out of the Ukraine. Young Thug stated If some of my rap brothers are in, I'm willing to help Africans get out of Ukraine. So, yeah, Young Thug popped out and he wants to help his brothers in the Ukraine. And this was ironic because Young Thug's from Cleveland Avenue here in Atlanta. And I was actually riding down Cleveland Avenue as I listened to this. So I definitely, I remarked, what is he doing for his brothers here, along Cleveland Avenue? It's not looking good along that strip, what I'm saying, for a lot of our people. So, to be overly worried about a situation that we have no control over just seems to me an exercise in futility, a waste of time, and a waste of energy. We have plenty of to worry about here at home, Nobody has remarked about our southern border here at home. Benjamin Crump, Young Thug, Shirley Ralph. Nobody has questioned the validity of an open border policy, which has allowed millions of illegal immigrants to stream in from who knows where, coming here to do who knows what. So, we need to worry about home first. So when they start to direct our attention to the other side of the globe, to a situation that is totally out of our control, and even if we wanted to help, we have no means to help. We have no money. We have no equipment. We have, no means on any resources whatsoever to lend to. Now, the next thing that's going to happen is there going to be some celebrities, some athletes who are going to pop out, probably on Facebook, Instagram. They're going to collect money. I don't know if they're going to, collect food, but they're definitely going to open up some channels for some monies to be sent. But I just want to check out an article, an actual news report. This is from a European, France, a French outlet, France 24, pushed back because we're black. Africans stranded at Ukraine-Poland border. Now, it just struck me as odd because, many Africans, when they migrate to the United States, they may give lip service to the idea of being black or part of, a black massive, but many of them explicitly deny being black. They identify themselves by their home country, whether it be Nigeria, or they're Nigerian, whether they're from Ghana, Ghanaian, so forth and so on. So all of a sudden they're black. I'm just watching for the hook. I'll browse up. So they're saying Nigeria and South Africa have expressed alarm at reports that their nationals are being stopped from leaving war-torn Ukraine. At Lviv station in western Ukraine, France 24 met several African students who say they were pushed back at the Medyka border, crossing with Poland. African governments on Monday were scrambling to help their nationals escape the Russian invasion in Ukraine as reports emerged of racist and unfair treatment of their citizens at the border with Poland. So African governments are scrambling to make arrangements to help their nationals evacuate. The reports denied by both Polish and Ukrainian officials. And this is just the other side of the story. There's always two sides of the story. You can believe what you will. I'm just here to give as balanced a report. I'm not denying anybody's story. I'm just here to say that this is not our issue. That's my point. But let's just hear what's going on. The reports denied by Polish and Ukrainian officials have cast a pall on the massive evacuation effort that has already seen 500,000 civilians cross into the European nation. While some Africans have been able to leave Ukraine, so some have been able to escape. France 24 spoke to several students on Sunday at Lviv Station in western Ukraine who said they were turned back by Ukrainian border guards while attempting to cross into Poland. They stopped us at the border and told us that blacks were not allowed, but we could see white people going through, said Mustafa Bagui Silla, a student from Guinea. He said he fled his university residence in Kharkiv, Ukraine's second largest city, as soon as the bombing began. Like thousands of Ukrainian civilians scrambling for the border, the young Guinean said he walked for hours in freezing temperatures heading for the Polish frontier village of Medyka, only to be ordered to turn back. Yeah. Another student from Nigeria described similar scenes at the border crossing. He said his group, which included women, was shut out of the border post even as white people were let through. They won't let Africans in. Blacks without European passports cannot cross the border. They're pushing us back just because we're black, said the Nigerian student, who only gave his first name Michael. We're all human, he added. They should not discriminate against us because of the color of our skin. So yeah, according to the student, the Ukrainian border guards said they were merely following instructions from their Polish counterparts, a claim denied by officials in Warsaw. A spokesperson for the Polish border guard says she has spent the past 2 days denying such allegations. She says, I don't know what is happening on the Ukrainian side of the border, but we let everyone in regardless of nationality, she told France 24. In a later communique, Polish officials confirmed that no visas were required to cross the border and that identity cards and passports would be accepted even when expired. A spokesperson for the Ukrainian border guards also denied reports of discriminatory practices. He stressed that only Ukrainian men aged between 18 and 60 who are required to join the war effort were barred from leaving the country. Regarding the numerous complaints by Africans who said they were pushed back, Andrei Demchenko said perhaps they attempted to jump the queue. It's chaos. So, like I said, once chaos ensues, order is lost, and you probably have people making a mad scramble to just get up out of there. And then you have border guards and officials trying to maintain order. And, if you're trying to skip the line, they may make you wait. I mean, I'm not saying this is the case, but, again, I'm only here to say that as an American and a Black American, I don't want us to be overly worried and overly concerned about this and fretting about this on social media when they have countries who are going to make arrangements for them to be returned back to their homes. So yeah, we'll finish this off. So for African students lured to Ukraine by the prospect of jobs and university degrees, being treated like economic migrants rather than refugees displaced by war is a devastating blow. Nigeria's government has advised its citizens leaving Ukraine to head for Hungary or Romania instead of Poland. That is precisely what the students stranded at Lviv Station said they plan to do. And yeah, so I'm just wanting to tap back in with that because, I'm not callous or uncaring about this situation. It's definitely an unfortunate situation. However, I don't want our outrage to be directed. If it's something that you feel deep in your heart, that it is what it is. But if you're going to be directed by Benjamin Crump, if they're going to send him to direct us to look in one direction, that automatically raises my eyebrow because I already know that we have myriad problems here at home that we need to be focused on, particularly with these 2022 midterm elections coming up. The Democrats are definitely going to throw the full playbook at black people to try to get us to jump on board or to stay on board if you're still aboard that sinking ship. Um, so that was all that, I wanted to get across. Um, it's no hate, it's no malice. I hope these people make it out of there safely. And yeah, that's about the size of it. So yeah, hop down in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Again, smash that like button for me. Subscribe to the channel. It's your man online, Bill Money, signing off. And I'll see you on the other side.